It is day three. It's day 3 of Dragon Con.
My hair is turning white, apparently, with my beard.
We're late to do the intro, but you'll see everything we did before we made our intro. But we're late to do the intro because we got up very early, about 7:30 or let's say 8.
Yeah.
to get
earlier
up.
than that.
Yeah, no. So we got up early and got down to the stops where the parade takes you. If you are signed up to be in the parade, they have shuttles that take you to the starting point. And they've got it figured out. It's really organized. They make sure even the last person standing in line for parade pickup is accommodated. However, you do need to get there. Last shuttle left at 7:30. No. I think
like 9.
It left at 9:30. My bad. It started running at 7:30 and it left at 9:30. Last shuttle. So they drop you off at the start of the parade and they divide you up by your different groups, your different fandoms, and you walk who you are assigned to walk with. It is not the end of the world if you do not walk with the group you first signed up with. So with us being the vampires, they probably would have put us in urban fantasy. But when we came to, there was a really great group of people that was the horror track. Mm-hmm. They were kind of our people. Mm-hmm. So they were a great group to walk with. And you can find them on Facebook as well. They're a really tight-knit group. Their costumes were fantastic. So thanks, guys, for letting us walk with you guys. So it's disappointing. Dragon Con TV just totally cut out our bit. There were 5 of us walking, 6 if you count the Baron and his push car. And, and Dragon Con TV just totally cut us out. We were right after the horror group. You saw us in the background coming up and poof, they cut to Kit, as in Knight Rider, behind us. So we never got any play. But some of our friends were in line. They took some good pictures of us. We appreciate that. But it is such a good time. We had a bunch of stickers. Probably had close to almost 500 or 600 stickers I bought on Temu. And on the back I put our YouTube channel name on there if they wanted to check it out. But I handed out so many to the kids and the adults. Now I had to be careful because some of the stickers I had were a little risque. So I'd stop and kind of peruse them a little bit before I gave them to the kids.
Not only just risque, but there was one that had Edward Scissorhands sticking his hand right through a Kermit the Frog Muppet. So I'm like, I had to be careful when I get that too.
Yeah. But we had some fun wishy stickers as well to pass out, and the kids will. They love it. And you don't want to blow your wad in the beginning of the parade because all the really excited people that are near the end of the parade, which is at the Marriott, they always come up with nothing. So I was sure to save a lot of our stickers to give to those kids. And you know what? Even grown-ups like stickers too. Don't lie. Sure. You do. So stick with us for day 3 of, I believe we're going to stick around and doing what we do in the Shadows cosplay. And this time, I'll make sure I get good video of Nandor's costume. In my video for day 2, I noticed I didn't really have a good wide shot. So I'll make sure I remedy that. So, we can even talk about his costume as well. And his gorgeous red cape. Wait till you find out what it actually was. Keep watching. I'm the witch.
I'm Jedi.
And thanks for watching the video, guys.
So we are in line for the parade. You have to have a wristband to go on. Dad, show your wristband. He's going to show his wristband. And you registered for the parade back in February. And normally it takes about 1 day for them to sell out, even though they're free. You can reserve them for your group. We're moving now. Reserve them for your group, which I always do at least 10, because I never know how many people are going to be in our group year to year, and really what we're going to do. So this year we are walking as the Shadows people again. We've got the Baron back there joining us. We've got the guide and Colin Robinson. Now she's not really naked, it's just a naked shirt that's quite offensive and ugly. But she makes it work, and what's really cool is right behind me. They have behind us are the Grand Marches of the Parade, and this year it's Mardi Gras. It's right He's sitting in the wheelchair behind me, and I did get some footage of him sitting there. And he's kind of a legend. I didn't watch much Sid and Marty Croft, but Jedi did. He's a big fan, He's
Sigmund Sea Monster, Land of the Lost, Dr. Fincher, those good films.
See, that's all before my time. And when we talk about it, things like that, that's when you stick out our age gap. Because Nandor's like 400 years older than me. Rounding up.
What?
So here we go. So we are in line for the shuttle to take us to the starting point. And it's very loud. And if you've never seen the parade, my advice, if you've never seen it, sign up to be in it. Because that's a way to see all the costumes and it's exhilarating. So we will take footage when we're waiting in line as they position us, because I don't know what area they're going to put us in. I guess urban fantasy or something. I'm sorry. So what they do is they divide everybody by the fandom so that when they walk in the parade they are split up by divisions. So they're really organized when it comes to grouping. And again, if you're doing it by yourself, you will find your flock. This is a way to go find your flock. Is he in there? Where is he? He's still in his chair. Oh, so he'll probably sit in the front seat. So that's one of the shuttles that intends to take all of these people.
Yeah, I have a couple dances. I appreciate that.
Shadows on belly dance calling.
I don't know.
Somebody's dragon.
It is.
Wish they had it.
Oh, okay.
We gotta share this with a Klingon. Right?
Trick somebody else. Probably me. Nadia, could you hold my cup for just a second, sweetheart?
You got it. It's another bus.
But there's still seats in here. So.
Well,
If there's
try to
another-
get as many as you can to the place.
Yeah.
They're about to step out.
Once you get dropped off by the shuttle, you are dropped off in a parking garage, and the way Dragon Con has organized it, they divide all the groups almost within parking spaces. So there is somebody with a master list. So depending on who you're walking with, they're able to divide you out, and it's super easy to find your group. Here you see one of the local high schools actually have a marching band that participate in the parade. So we heard them start up and practice a little bit like that. And let me tell you, it was echoing when you're parked in a parking garage.
You want to walk with horror? You want to walk with horror?
I don't know who we're supposed to walk with.
Do you want to walk with horror? It doesn't matter who we walk with. Do you want to walk with horror?
Yes.
Okay. Is it okay if we walk with you? Yay! We're waiting in line for them to set us up. We are walking with the horror group. So we came upon a bunch of gross people and we turned out there are people. There are kind of people. So Nando and I and our whole crew are going to walk with the horror track this year. So we are lined up in our group and they scissor you in. So the line goes all the way through there with different genres.
No skirt, just a petticoat.
This was right behind us, but this was Kit from Knight Rider. It was kind of a slow start in the beginning. It always is, as the parties ahead of you are taking their time going forward. But eventually you do start moving, and as the streets get a little bit wider, you can spread out. The crowd does usually start filling up the sidewalks at the starting point then, and then it gets really, really congested towards the end. So this crew right here, on both sides, they got to see everything when everybody was fresh and full of energy. Our friend Josh there, who is cosplaying Laszlo, he is the artist that created the Baron there. He sculpted him and worked on him, and then they shipped him to Georgia in a Foot Locker. So imagine what TSA thought when they had to peruse that. But he used to work in a horror house called the Goratorium, and he's kind of a master of scares. So he had a really good time with playing with the crowd there.
He was like, "Ha, I'm Laszlo! Push a look at a Baron!" And he's like, "Fuck! I'm so exhausted! Pour a bucket on my head!"
About right.
But he was awesome, and the Baron is awesome.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Josh, for adding our eighth person in our crew.
Oh, there will be more next year.
There is a walking shimmy you can do, but I gotta get into the right groove. Right walking ways.
So I learned another rule. Like one of the best things, if scaring other people or insulting other people in front of their friends, it's more entertaining for their friends than the person.
No, you're absolutely right.
So,
The parents got a kick out of it. They're like,
yeah, oh yeah. People around you, 360.
Yeah.
It's like you're in a fishbowl. So you have to not only like be on your guard at all times, but you got to remember other people are watching you too and seeing what the other people are doing. So that's pure entertainment for them. I'm sorry.
So changing plans for costumes. Our Laszlo's not feeling very well. He's got a horrible migraine, and if you had a migraine, you know what that's like. So changing plans tonight for costumes. I am going to do Bellatrix. Jedi is going to do Negan, and Shar is still as the guy from What We Do in the Shadows. And Colleen is I believe she's a sexy smog from Lord of the Rings. So we're gonna see what night 3 is gonna have for us. We plan on maybe hitting one of the parties. I think we're gonna go to a Star Trek party because I think the DJ has done one of the other parties we've been to, and he mixes good stuff from classic to current instead of all EDM and techno and rap. Not down for the rap. I'm down for the EDM, but not for rap. So let's see where we go.
A big trend at DragonCon is collecting ribbons. So a lot of people will have ribbons made to kind of swap out, kind of like nerdy baseball cards. So everybody trades them if they have them, and you just attach them to the bottom of your badge. We were lucky to find a cosplayer who was doing the non-crispy version of the Baron Offenaz, so we're just taking him out of his Barbie car so that they can have a meet cute, as Shar said. So here he is checking himself out. I will also say that when we put this on Twitter or X and Instagram, the actor Doug Jones actually responded and said it was absolutely magnificent. So it was nice for Josh, the artist, to get a special shout out from the one he created it after. One might compare DragonCon to Las Vegas, but minus the slot machines, because this truly is the time where Atlanta never sleeps.
it's awesome. Love it.